Hopefully they don't take this, because I want to be doing the taking when Kalgara's on the field. Welcome back, crew. We are at it again with our ace here in OP12. Now, want to thank you guys very much for all of the contributions you've been making in the comments. I am reading them all, and there are some dynamite recommendations. This one here has been recommended, or was recommended by one, and there was a bunch of you that also backed it up saying this is a thing that we need to get onto. And we are onto it. And it is impressive on paper, and it is more impressive in person, because what this thing's doing, if you haven't come across Kalgara, it's a 5 cost, 6,000 power, 1,000 counter. Your turn. Not once per turn, your turn. When a card is removed from your or your opponent's life cards, draw 1 card. Then, you cannot draw cards using your own effect during this turn. Okay, so it is a once per turn. But what's really cool is this is doing a similar thing to the actual Nami deck, if you know that one. And if you don't, you'll see it in the game today. If you do want to just jump ahead straight to the games, just drop into the description. I've got all the timestamps so you can jump to the games that you want to see. We won't spend too much longer on this deck list though, so if you just want to stick around, just be like 5 minutes, I promise. Okay, so Kalgara. Really good with our ace build, because what he's doing is we're using our life primarily for this. Yes, we can get the draw off our opponent's life, but every turn, if we're going for a heal build, every turn we should be able to find a 5 cost, throw it in our life, and we can use effects like the Sabo, like the Zeus, to take that off our stack. We can also use Hiyori to do the same thing, and Flampe. So there are lots of options, and those things there, going to take it off our stack. We're going to get card draw, plus we're going to get the effect of whatever, the KO, the card draw, still getting the heal with this. So really kind of cool what this Kalgara is doing, just building up the hand, making sure you've got a really strong hand and a really strong life. You're going for a really, I guess, long game in this scenario. It's sort of like, if you haven't seen that video that I was doing, Ace trying to get max healing. I think I got 7 on that video. I'm going to find the link and pop it up here, because that's really cool. And if you do a similar build to that, and throw in Kalgara into the mix, then this thing is going to go hard. And I am thinking ahead to OP13, and I feel like taking a Kalgara line could be one of these things. And I haven't shown it yet, but I'm thinking about the Emu match, and that one's really difficult in general, not just for our deck, for every deck. Every deck other than that blue-red ace. But there is an inherent weakness in that deck, and it gets low on its card count. It's trying to win by a certain turn, because if it doesn't win by that turn, it's going to have nothing left in the deck, and it will deck out and lose. We could make that happen with our deck, because our deck is so strong. I think we could actually hold out and put up a big fight. So I'm going to I'm digressing from this video, but I am going to be working on that and hope to get that out to you guys soon. But let's talk about today's video. We've got a couple of games lined up. What I want to do is showcase how this card here can help win in the current matchup. And I think this is a great addition, and I want to show that today. We are, of course, using Oden, which has dropped today or yesterday. So we now have access to Oden. We have access to all of these cards, which is fantastic. So excited for this. Been waiting for this day for so long, as have you all. So thanks for sticking around with me, and let's jump into the games. All right, we are doing Bonney here. Let's go second. And this is really good, but we got three of... we've got Sanji as well. What am I talking about? We've got Sanji, we've got Pudding. I think both of these are great for this matchup. And just to make sure, we grabbed a second Sanji. Okay, take this one. No trigger, nothing to hit. All right, and they're going to do their resting thing, which is unfortunate because we won't be able to complete the heal. What do we want to grab here? I think we're going to grab this because we can actually trigger it down. And we will do this. No, we can't trigger it down because we're bringing it back to hand. Okay. And this is the thing that Bonney loves to do. So the way Bonney plays is, let's take some of this life, and what we're going to do with that life is build up a big defensive hand, so when we drop the kid, it's all gravy. So still got this one. Not playing the Rhizo in this deck. I wonder if that's something that we should consider. Yeah, that's okay. Let's do this again. It's fine. I'm going to grab Kalgara. I think this could be really useful. And we're going to take a life here. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Big hand. Big hand. Freezing this down. And if they attack with Cavendish now, they can generate 2 more, play down the Euros, and get 1 back at the end of turn anyway. So, are we going to do 2? I think we do 2. And this will just be a 5, yep. Playing exactly how I would expect. We're going to take this one. We can trigger, so we will. Going to... I'm not going to red rock actually, because I think we'll use that on the kid. Just going to do a 2k there. Sort of reserving this Nami just at the moment. I might play Nami this turn if I don't see a Oden. Okay. Well, we saw the Oden, so let's do that. They rest this. Oden's going to put some good pressure down on there. All right. I'm surprised that they didn't play this last turn, given that they had it. And gone for this the following turn. But I guess it did prevent us from removing either one of these two. Right. It's aggressive play. Very aggressive. Take that one. Use card action. Going to trash this one. And take out... Just take out that. Nami. Nami, Nami, Nami. Which one should we go for? This one's more damaging at the moment. All right, so we're on Tendon. There wasn't much point of me doing this, in all honesty, except we can use Zeus, which is what we're going to do in this instance. So I'm going to play... I'm not even going to attack. It's not worth me attacking. So I'm just going to play this down, take the top life and KO this thing. And yes, we got an extra card. Because we just lost a life. So Kalgara, pretty good. This was a recommendation from one of you in the comments. I do appreciate them. If you've got some recommendations, drop them in because this card is actually really good and is sort of the feature of why I've come back to the OP12 format. I think this is very important for the OP13 format as well, which is what I'm most interested in because that's what national format will be. So let's take this one. Yeah, they can only swing one more into us. All right, we got a healer at least. We did get a healer. Now, what are we going to do? I think we threaten another KO. Could be cool. Do this one. So if I attack here, I'm going to attack here. They'll rest Oden. I can restand Oden returning this and then play that. Oh, they went for Kalgara. Very interesting. Really interesting. Is this once per turn? No, it's not. It's not even once per turn. That is crazy. All right, so we'll drop this down. I think we do want to heal. So we drop this down. We'll remove the Mihawk. And attack. I think that would then force them to do a kid, possibly. I just don't know if I can sustain that if I lose it. So yeah, we go for it. All right. See what happens. 2 life, 3 potential attackers. They probably don't have lethal, or probably know that they don't have lethal. So they need to do something else. And this is a decent play here. Decent play. So they can do 11, 12, 13 into this. We can block that outright. So I think we just do this here. We'll get rid of a Kalgara. take it because we can trigger another body, right? And we'll get rid of this one. So rested, this is rested. Let's see what we've got here first. We do have a 5 cost. So that isn't bad. I think if we do a 7 here, they rest this. We return it and do one more. I think then we do an 8. They'll rest Viola. We return Viola. We attack again, taking that last life. And then we Viola down, so we got a blocker, 2 life. Wow, okay. Interesting game. Very interesting game. Starting strong. No blocker. I mean, these are the ones, right? If they throw half their Don on this, they're hitting for 10 anyway. So I think we look to block this. Because if we can defend, actually, we block this one. No, we need to worry about the last hit. So we take this one. I don't think they've got anything that can come through. Actually, they can rest, so I should have blocked. I should have blocked. So 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7k is 12. So we can get past this. We can get around that one. So we're going to block this in case they rest. No blocker. And it was all because I wanted to make sure they didn't then attack back into Oden. So we're going to take the game here. Yep. Pretty straightforward. The way I defended then, I guess it drew them into attacking me again. Where if I had have used my counter earlier or used my blocker earlier, they then would have been able to attack back into the board and reduce my, I guess, attacks for the following turn. So, and if they had different play in hand, then they could, apply a blocker or something like that. Because, their first 2 attacks were these 2 non-Don committed attacks. They still had 10 Don left, so they could have dropped a kid or something. Like, obviously they couldn't drop a kid, but they could have, in my mind, dropped a kid and switched things around, ate away at my hand, then set up for the next turn. So it was really important to let them keep on attacking into me, knowing that I had the counter to get out of that. And yeah, I was sort of wondering what these last couple of counters were going to be, as to whether I block with the Viola and take the risk that they attack into board. But, once I saw that I had the counter, I just keep going and force that into me. Being green, I did take a big risk because you know, they could throw anything down that could, like the Hody. It rests the Viola and then I'm in trouble. So took a risk, won the gamble, and that is ace into Bonney. Let's find another. All right, we got Sanji here. I think this will be an easy one. We get to choose. So we'll go second, have this, happy with that. Let's just keep it. Doing their Sanji thing. All right, and now we'll do our Sanji thing. So I think for this game, we just try and hit as fast as we can, as hard as we can. So I think in my mind, we'll do a heal next turn, let the Sanji go, play Kalgara on the following turn, on our 6th turn with a 6k attack. And then from there, we'll really try and take the life. I don't think I want to take this one. Given that I'm not going to protect Sanji next turn either, not too worried. Grab a Kalgara. Attack here. On 5. Very nice. And they took that one, which was a mistake because now they need to take another one or lose 2 cards. Which they chose to lose 2 cards. I guess it wasn't a mistake. They were trying to optimize what card would be trashed with this one. And maybe the top card was going to be a better choice. So I guess it wasn't a bad choice. Just sort of is indicating that they don't have a lot of counter in hand. Or maybe they wanted, actually, this is what it was. They wanted to put the events in the trash. So that's why they're not using characters from hand. My opinion, I like this card more than the Sanji that this runs. I think this card does a lot more for the deck than the Sanji. Not protecting it, as we said. And this is a blocker, which is fine. Now, we're best to play this down first, so we'll do that. Just in case they did take this. I don't think they will, but just in case, we will get card draw. So more of an incentive now for them actually to use their hand rather than take this. Okay. Too easy. Too easy. This is such a good card. Such a good card. Thank you for recommending this card. We take this one. All right, establishing another blocker here. And I think what we're going to do is use this effect. If we don't find an Oden, if we don't top deck an Oden, I'm going to use a Sabo. And this is kind of cool because we do have a Kalgara on the field. I'm going to defend it. Sabo still? Yep. Cool. Grab this down. So, if I do this, I can play a 4 cost. I'm just going to attack with this first. And if they take it, okay. We KO this, then. Take the top life. I'm going to KO this one. And attack in like that as well, which I think they'll either block or find the counter. But given they're using the 0 cost event, this is in 3 cards, so might be okay. I think they're going to use the blocker. Ooh, they just take, which we get card draw? Oh no, yeah, we should get card draw, right? And I'm just going to place this blocker down. Okay. So it is a counter for a 4K. 4K counter, not bad. So we're just sitting back here. Everything's going very smoothly for us. Not a care in the world, really. Let's just take it. So, okay. 5 left. What are you going to do? I have to attack into this, right? And 1 up. They use it. So now they can't use that counter. And they've only got 1 blocker. So this is an easy win from here. That's a blocker too. Sorry, 2 blockers. Not as easy a win as it should be. Do that. I guess we're not playing Oden at all. So let's KO this one, the little one. And then we can go for this attack. We can do a 5 and a 6. Could be fun. Could be fun. If this goes through. Ooh. Still, that's really good. Really hit them hard. They need to go for game. They actually need to go for game. They don't have a chance of getting through. We know this just... Oh, and they're going for board. Like, we got a hand of 9. They need to have a pudding to have any chance right now. But I think they ruined it by using this Usohachi into board. Even if they attack here, not with this, they need the blocker. Even if they attack into Kalgara, We've still got this one active. There's still 2 hits going at them. We split Don. We do a 10 and we do a 10k attack and a 11k attack. Then, I mean, the 10, they need 3 2s. I don't think they can do it. They're not a deck that runs a lot of characters. They run a lot of events. So, and it looks like they discarded this one as well. I'm just going to counter out of this just because I don't want to go too low. I can easily defend this one if they wanted to attack it. Good game. That's it. Two blockers. Okay. 2 blockers. So this is a very straightforward must win. The most that they can have is enough to stop an 8k attack. So if I do 3, 3, and 4, the math is right. So we start with the board. They could protect that. They shouldn't. And 4 for the win. All right. That was very straightforward. No pressure at all from that deck. So we took it down. That is ace into Sanji. This Kalgara is really, really good. Really good. Let's find another one. All right, we have Nami. We get to choose. We take second. I don't have Sanji, but I've got this card. And this card is going to be good into Nami. We're going to keep it. Because ideally, like, they are trying to do exactly the same thing. So at least whenever it happens on our turn. Wait, is this only on their turn? So no, it won't. It won't. We won't benefit at the same time. That's right. We got Oden, we got Kalgara. I'm still happy with this. We don't have a good start curve. That's the only problem. We take this. Trigger. I'm going to trigger. I'm going to ditch this one. Oh, this one. And they get the card draw because we lost the life there. Okay. So let's kick things off here. Not going to bother with this Sanji at all. We're just going to go straight into it. Find ourselves a 2k. Try and take a card out of them here. They can do their effect. But we should still be able to take 2 cards from this turn. And this will be the second. Hopefully they don't take this because I want to be doing the taking when Kalgara's on the field. Oh well. Flip face down, back to the start. 5 in hand, 4 in life. Though 2 on the board. And have chipped away at them, so that's not bad. Not liking the size of their hand here. But the bigger the hand is, means that they can't activate this effect, right? So they're going to want to play something before they attack at us. What we're going to do, I want to keep Viola for Oden. Long way away, but what we're going to do is just take this. Okay. Kalgara down and attack in. So they're going to want to either block out or use a 2k. Very good. I mean, not a 2k because they can just use a brick from the hand. So this Nami is still good. I'd love to see this Nami do something in OP13. To be honest, I think it could. Obviously, this ace is a better blue-yellow combination than this Nami. All right. Top life or 2 cards. Interesting. I'm going to ditch 2 cards. I don't want to give them the card draw here. I don't want to give them the card draw. So we're just going to do this. And then this. And off curve here, attack in. Don't know that they've got a 2k. If they don't have a 2k, sorry, I've done it again. They don't need a 2k. No point attacking then. We drop the Oden and pass turn. They should be able to get card draw from this now. They should be hitting the stack, our stack of life. They've got 2 attackers. We've only got 1 blocker. We want to keep looping something here with our Oden. So, I mean, looping Viola would be good. I'm just going to take this one. They get the card draw. It's only once per turn, so we may as well attack. Sorry, we may as well take this extra attack now too. One less card in hand. And it was Red Rock. Good bounce. Good bounce. 2, 2, 3. 3 left. We just attack this. I'm going to do a heal. Going to go for heal. We can grab this. I mean, that's all we have as an option anyway. Play this down. Looks good. What I could do instead, right, is not. Maybe I don't do an Oden swing here. I just drop Kalgara back down. Sorry, I do the Oden swing. I don't do the restand, Oden restand, because we've still got 2 blockers here. Okay. Lost Kalgara. And could lose Oden. We're going to have to ditch the top card of our deck here. Which is okay. 2 left. And they throw 1 on either one of these. So they can only hit this once. I think we can defend this. safely. And we still have the 2 blockers as well, so we're okay here. Charlie? Okay. What do we find? We like this. And I want to loop this one. We want to take this thing out. So I feel like all we do here is we just attack the board. We've run out of board to attack, so we attack the hand. We do this one. I feel like we've got more, we get more out of this Charlie because we can have a look at the top here and rearrange it. I'll do it this way. And do we want to attack again? If we attack again, we could potentially go for game the following turn. So let's do that. They can't clear our board. I mean, they can't clear our life. They have to attack into Oden. We got 2 blockers up. It's going to stop 2 attacks. And if they put Don onto this, they're not going to have enough to actually get through. So was expecting that. Not getting through. They can red rocket. That's what they're going to do. They're going to red rocket. But if they do red rocket, they're not going to red rocket. We take trigger. Yes. I can't I can't see how they're going to get out of this. Okay. This is into Oden. We have to defend it. All right. Not into Oden. So we just keep doing our thing, I think. We'll grab this blocker. We'll grab this. 7, 3, 3, 2. Let's do. The problem is their hand is big again, right? So we're just going to actually have to attack in, see what we can get rid of here. Okay. If this goes through, 1, 2, 3. Two, 3. So let's just double swing Oden here. we do one here. Return this and swing again. They lose the blocker. We drop Viola and turn. They can't take us out. Not with 4 life. They can potentially get Oden again. It's going to be hard again. Unless they do that. That'll be good. We lose Oden. But what we do first is we defend it, forcing them to use another 1k. They could drop a law. So we just lose it. We take this one. And now we have our KO action. So if they place something down, we can KO with it. And happy to take this as well, because the more things in our hand, the better. Nothing here. They've got nothing. So max they can have is 4 from this plus 3 is 10, which means they can't get out of this. So 2-2, yeah. Good game. Good game. All right, that was Ace into Nami. Hope you enjoyed the games today. Feature was Kalgara, and even though we didn't get to show him in this game particularly, we did get to show the level of threat that Nami perceived that to be, and she had to remove it immediately. So even though we didn't showcase it in this game, I still think this was good enough to show the power of Kalgara because of the threat level that he was. Nami focusing on taking out this allowed our other things to survive and still push forward for the win. So this is OP12 build with Kalgara. I highly recommend Kalgara in the deck. I think this is going to be a staple in our ace for some time. And I'm going to do a build also for OP13 with Kalgara, trying to take 2 really consistent and I guess direct strategy lines, and a health build is going to be one, and that's going to be using Kalgara to build the hand and build the life, and see if we can go for a very slow game with the Kalgara, and we're going to take a different way with the Oden. But anyway, stay tuned for that. If you haven't dropped a sub, would appreciate it. You'll get all of the updates to know when these videos are dropped, and we do cover Ace a lot, so stay tuned for that. Till next time, look after yourselves and look after your decks.